Girl, you know you got your haters mad. Tuh. They thought you was out for the count. You somewhere counting dough, getting low. People don't know what you know. They don't know where you been. They don't know what you seen. They don't even know where you headed. Oh, I know they're mad. They throwing jabs. They're teaming up. They're multiplying like cockroaches, baby. And you somewhere flying off into the sun like a butterfly. You ain't worried about them folks. Ain't and can't. You know what I'm saying? Right person, wrong game. I'm saying it pays. It pays to stay in your lane. It pays to not care about what somebody think about you. It really does. I mean, for a while it might bother you, you know. People try to prove themselves to folks, and people just making up stuff, and you just trying to prove yourself to them, and just wasting your time, your life, the way you think, your train of thought, even trying to express yourself in a manner to where it can make sense. They already decided that they don't deal with you. They already decided that they don't care about what you say, and excuse me, you are who they assume you are to be. But it's not the truth. The truth would be something more realistic, like getting their own getting their own opinion of you. That'd be valid. Not to have a discussion with someone and then perceive somebody based off of a conversation with somebody else, but you've never had an interaction with that person. Like, I understand, you know, certain folks, you know, mentality, like, okay, well, if certain people don't talk to you, I ain't gonna talk to you, or certain people don't like you, I don't like you, but it becomes to be ridiculous. Like, at some point, you don't even know that individual. You know what I'm saying? We all are human. Everyone want to live their life as healthy as possible. No one wants to be lied on and blackmailed and blackballed and, you know what I'm saying, backslid because certain folks is already mastering the main number one goal of manipulation, and that is shift blaming. Just basically making up things and accumulating other flying monkeys, which is individual people, to also agree to the same toxic thing about one individual, which is probably the sweetest person, nicest person you've ever met in the world, but they're just misunderstood because certain people, they just don't get all into that whole, like, explaining themselves. Like, if that's how you think, then think that. But for you to think that someone's going to argue with, you know, umpteen people because one individual is too weak to be able to stand next to that person and maybe just say, hey, how are you? You know, I want to be your friend, because the other person might not want to be their friend. Certain people that are loners or chosen ones, like, they've already been through a lot in their life. Just any and everybody can't be their friend. And that already is like a hit to the gut for certain people. Certain people don't understand that certain chosen ones, they don't have that much time to have friends. They have times to get their life together. They have time to take care of their kids. They have time to take care of themselves. They also is still undoing years and years of certain toxic, manipulative individuals. So just because you meet somebody that you like, you meet somebody that you look up to, you meet somebody that you think, oh my God, that person is kind of cool, but that person is mean, is a favorite thing to say. Oh yeah, certain mean, such mean. Yeah, they mean. Have you even talked to them? Like, have you ever had a conversation with the individual that you are now lying on their reputation? Because to be completely misunderstood is normally, you know, some type of reciprocation from an individual that never gave somebody the time of day, pretty much. You will have to give someone the time of day, the time and space to get to know an individual. Rather, you know, you want to, they want to. It would have to be a space where you guys are also exchanging things about one another for you to get the full scope on who someone is, how they treat people. You can't just judge somebody because they don't talk to you. Because, oh, that girl don't talk to me, so she mean, she don't like girls. Oh, she's a bully. Excuse me? Like, do you even know that lady? Like, we have to really wake up at one point and understand that there is, like, so far la la land in the real world nowadays where people just are assuming and blaming and blame shifting, and certain individual is being like really underrated based off of a narc or based off of somebody that just has straight up mental health issues. Like certain people that's chosen ones, they're not entertaining the I'm finna explain myself who I am because you said this about me. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, like you said it, and I hope you let it stick on your bare end because no one's gonna come over there and take it off for you. Okay, so now you gotta walk around all day looking like a clown because you wanted a particular chosen one to argue with you or engage with you, and you're the only one engaging with them. Well, with yourself, because they showing engaging with you. Ain't no chosen one finna sit there and argue with nobody. Maybe go have a little fun for a little minute, but baby, it's gonna keep it short and keep it cute, and then we gotta go. Because ain't nobody finna sit here and lower their standard to argue with somebody that is, one, probably copying a narcissist. I mean, copying a chosen one. A narcissist is probably copying a chosen one, trying to manipulate a certain person to agree with them, or manipulate someone to do something with them, go somewhere with them, hang out, for an unreasonable amount of hours for the day, to discuss something private with someone that you don't need to because they're going to throw it in your face later on. Those are the things that narcissists do. Those are the things that certain toxic people look forward to. They look forward to hanging with people. They look forward to going to the club. They look forward to the holidays. Oh my God, in such a malicious way though, with ill intent. Because they know certain chosen ones going to get into this holiday spirit. They're going to get into this groove, and they're going to be given, and the takers are going to be taken, and manipulators are going to be manipulating, and the chosen ones, it depends on if you're woke or not. You might be asleep. They might be sleeping. So while everybody else is up and awake, you somewhere in La La Land thinking, everybody's nice and everyone's kind, when there is good and bad everywhere you go in every day of life. You will run into good and bad. Now, some days you might not go through none. You might not see a narc. It might be decent. But all it takes is one interaction with a narcissist. And I mean, literally, you're pretty much screwed for a little while. Especially if you allow that person into your life and into your space. So you got to really be careful, guys. Be careful in this season of who you're talking to, who you're telling your business to. Who are you looking up to? Who are you allowing manipulate your train of thought to where you don't like somebody based off of a conversation prior to engaging with an individual that you've never had a conversation with? How can you allow somebody to manipulate you that much? And it happens every day. I mean, narcissists, they definitely multiply. The chosen ones, we're all spread about. So you're not going to always run into a chosen one. You might run into someone that's nice, kind. They might even be narc-like, but they're just not going to go ahead and give you all that thrush because they see you're not really like that. You kind of, okay, I got respect for you. You ain't done nothing to me, so I ain't going to do nothing to you. But they be waiting on you to get jazzy, waiting on you to say one word that don't really sit well with them for you to get on the narc side and then the narc to strike. So be careful in this season, guys. It's a dirty game. And please don't ever think a narcissist don't know that you know that they're a narcissist. Because after a little while, they will know that you guys are different. Okay? Narcissists and chosen ones are not the same. And there's no way that they can naturally stay friends for a long period of time or even in a good space for a long period of time unless they have distance between them for months at a time, weeks at a time, preferably months at a time. Because a narcissist will push your buttons and gaslight you and try to get a reaction out of you. So again, guys, be careful what you're entertaining in this season. Certain people that's pissing you off, excuse my French, try to figure out what is your red flags or what is some things about yourself that you're unhappy with and fix those. Assuming that the narcissist is going to use your weakest points, your weakest links, try to dig as heavy into your past to find something in your dirty closet to pull out. Consider that. Consider getting mentally strong and adapting to the hits that you will take in the life, in the world, because it can happen any day. A narcissist can be a kid. It can be an adult. It can be an elderly person. Narcissist does not discriminate. I've even heard even more far things out about what could be a narcissist, who can be a narcissist, and how they come and what they look like. But you have to pay attention to your surroundings. You'll know. And if you don't know, you'll learn. And I hate to say that because the learning experience with a narcissist is probably one of the worstest things you can ever go through. Why go through an experience when you can already know the lesson prior to even engaging? I pray that some people are waking up to narcissism before it literally ruins their whole everything. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it. So, don't be listening to people. Be a role model. Make your own decisions. Protect yourself too. Like if you're hanging with a narcissist and you're around a narcissist and you see that they're bullying somebody or you see that they're doing something, obviously don't let the narcissist know that you feel uncomfortable, because once you do, they might begin to bully you. But another thing that you can also do is remove yourself from them. Try to engage with a victim in a manner that the narcissist might not see. Whether it's a gesture, it's blinking of the eyes, it's something that individual understands, that you understand what's going on, and y'all are to remove yourself from that scenario. Because there's a gray area in a really tricky space when like you're friends with a narcissist or you're friends with a toxic person or their relatives, and you're around, other people that they're bullying or bothering, and you just don't address anything. You don't feel like you have to say anything. You don't have to do anything. You do. When you see a bully bullying somebody, you have a few options. Remove yourself. Go get help. Let that other individual know that that y'all know what's going on, but remove yourself from it so where the narc can't be like, oh, you were messy, you did that. Remove yourself from it. Do something. I mean, I can think of some more ideas, but right now I just can't throw them out for you. But at the end of the day, to sit there and allow somebody to bully somebody, to target somebody, to lie on somebody, to blame somebody, to humiliate somebody, to suck the ever-living soul out of somebody, for you to be a part of something so devilish like that and consider that you do nothing, that's going to be a no for me. That's going to be a you could have done something. Because certain people lose their lives being around narcissists. Certain people lose their mind. Certain people lose their identity. And it's just more ethical and wiser for you to be more helpful and just a human nature. I mean, we're human. So just imagine it's your sister, your daughter. I mean, it's ridiculous. Certain things can be avoided. So again, guys, this is your girl, Chosen Monet. I hope you guys have a good day. Please, guys, no bullying. Please no bullying, guys. Please, each one teach one. Protect certain people's peace. Allow folks to understand that if you've ever done them wrong in the past, if you've ever sat at a table where they weren't welcome, it's okay to be kind and apologize. It's okay to express to them where you were at mentally, to where you felt like it was okay to do something like that to someone. But understand the only way to be forgiven is to have a changed behavior and to give more than you receive. So make it right. Okay? I love y'all. This your girl, Chosen Monet. Stay prayed up and blessed up.